Hello, everybody, and welcome into the SFA Season 15 Citrus Bowl. Oh, baby, we are in for a great one. The most prestigious non-playoff bowl is here, and this year it's going to be an amazing one. We've got longtime Coach Mike over at Georgia Tech, taking on Coach Rick over at Minnesota. Two teams that were just sniffing the playoff, just barely missed it based on resume, but they're going to settle it here on the field. It's going to be a good one. Yes, the spreadsheet bowl is right. Our two most analytical guys out here are going to go one-on-one. If you don't know what this is, it's the SFA, which is a online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. We are running through Season 15 so we can get to the new game when it launches. And all the SFA players are coming with, so it's going to be a ton of fun. You can join now, claim a team, and get ready for the new game. But yeah, this is going to be a fun time. As always, if you are watching live, use that Twitch Prime sub so you don't miss out on any of the action. And you do help us support that National Championship trophy and care package we send to the winner. So we will be sending something out, hopefully to somebody this season for Season 15. Be on the lookout for that. But we got 12 games left in Season 15. This is one of them. Rest of them will be game day style full sims. So we got 4 coming tomorrow, 4 coming Monday. So we got the entire first round tomorrow, entire second round Monday. So be on the lookout for that. And as always, guys, make sure to DM me here your choice if you want to go into the carousel, or if you do want to go into and claim or keep your team for the next game. If you do not DM me tonight, I will put out another notice here in the server. But if you're watching live, if you do not DM me tonight your choice, you will automatically be stripped of your team, and all of your SFA players will go into the transfer portal. I don't want that for you if you don't want it. So yeah, let's get on into it here. We've got a good one. As always, we're going to go through the rosters, and then we'll jump into the full game. So for Minnesota, led by Nebraska transfer quarterback Jackson Arroyo. I bet he feels like a big old chump not making the playoff. Well, Nebraska's the 3 seed, but that's nevertheless, this is where we're at. He was in the Heisman conversation for quite a while. He should play. We're hoping he plays at least. He does have that injury tag, but I believe we've simmed forward enough where he will play. If he doesn't, it will be Ryan Tyler. He has to be ready to go. Running the ball, it will be Calvin Warren and Josh Muhammad. At wide receiver, Jason Fisher, he has the second most yards on the season. We didn't see him too much in that Michigan game we watched, so we'll see if he does it today. John Clark and Tony Chavez here as well. This is a big-time passing game against a not-so-great secondary, so we'll see. And one of our 299 overall players in the country, Dusty Dukes, the transfer from East Carolina, see if he can have a big day today. The offensive line looks like this, pretty good across the board. A little weaker on that left side. And on defense, you got Mitch Triplett. On the other side, Quay Camaro, the transfer from Southern Miss. And in the middle, you got A.J. Washington and Delvin Blizzard, the SFA player. At linebacker, Ryan Johnson. Middle linebacker, Gerald Gray. And right outside linebacker, Rhett Bush. At corner, we got Freddie Funyuns, the SFA player. We've got John Bailey, and we got Alex McNamara. Hopefully he doesn't get a pick. I'll stumble over my words. But we might see reject Eric Lombardi here. We'll see. And at safety, Dennis Luke, David Meyer will probably get some snaps, and Eli Hayford and Ben Rivers. And at kicker, they got a junior, Terrence Logan here. He is 14 of 19 on the year. And his power, 97 accuracy, so he should be good to go. And Georgia Tech, it was a dream season, it seemed like it, for Coach Mike until it ended in disaster, losing to Boston College in the ACC Championship. But they are led by Clayton Tune, who has just been one of the craziest stories and rises in this game. He was just supposed to be a career backup, never doing much. Injury to Marcus Schroeder, he takes over. He gets insane progression and leaves Kirko Squatch in the dust. So Clayton Tune, 95 overall. Kirko Squatch likely entering the transfer portal, we will see. But Lee McDuffie, SFA player, and then Jerome Neal, the man who has the longest live run ever earlier this season. He had a 99-yarder. We got to go back and talk about Caleb Hardy. This is a triple option team. This is a reward player, Caleb Hardy. He is really good. Juice Riggs will not play. He has a season-ending injury, so he will not be playing. So we'll have to see these other guys take the reins if they decide to throw it. You got Chris Bachman, SFA player, along with Noah Council as well. And then the line looks like this. Colin Schuler, SFA player. Trey Moss, Brady Cooch, SFA guy. And Gino Andolini, SFA guy. And on the defensive side, you've got Harris, Freddie Kazili, the SFA player. And in the middle, you've got Terrence Wood and Tommy Keller. Might see Gian Jicas Bocasa, transfer from Kansas. At linebacker, TJ Phillips. Tex Sargent, the BearCave reward player. And the right outside linebacker, Alex Williams. And at corner, you got Willie Oliver, freshman All-American Reed Nakamoto. He has been incredible at 5'7", 188, so we'll see if he can continue it. Jasper Brown. And at safety, Hugo Heacock, the SFA player, and Sam White. Their kickers, Chris James. He's a senior, good accuracy as well, so I don't foresee us missing a ton of kicks. So let's take a look at this game. Coach Rick, if you're here, if you want special jerseys, let me know. I do know that that Mike said just base defaults for home. So, or wait, it's giving you. Is this what you want? The Coach Mike, if you're here, let me know. Is this right or? Yeah, this is their home. Okay, so they're gonna be in the whites. I don't know why in my graphic you're in the blues, but. Alright. Yeah, just the home. Okay, so, Rick, if you want, we're going to have to put you in some colors, so I'm going to do something here, but let me get my thumbnail here first and foremost. And let's do a prediction here. Who do you guys think's going to win? Do you have Coach Rick in Minnesota? Or do you have Georgia Tech and Coach Mike? Two longtime coaches. Two guys who you could consider freaks in the sheets. For Minnesota, because they get the home, we got to go with the big yellow Goldie face, of course. And, I mean, could go all maroon. I think that's spicy. I think going all maroon versus the home makes sense. As always, we are going to watch the full game. Georgia Tech does have the advantage on paper, but you never know in this game. And then we also have in this game, this is impacting BearCave. So the Citrus Bowl, it's the most prestigious non-playoff bowl. This game specifically is going to be a 4-point favorite for Georgia Tech, and the over-under is 53.5. So very excited for this game. Highlights of this game will come out tonight, so they will not have to wait till tomorrow. Whenever I get them done tonight, I'll upload them, set them live, because I got 4 games to do tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of editing, pushing through. I'm going to have a crazy next couple of days. But we are going to get this done and ready for the new game that launches in about 8 days here. So very, very excited. Hype, hype, hype. If you want to join our head-to-head server, you can. Just waiting for the poll, letting you guys get your thing. But yeah, Oklahoma destroyed East Carolina. So, very interesting. I think it's gonna come down to if Minnesota's offense gets rolling, because we saw them against Michigan. They just could never do much, but the defense was really good. So, going to be very interesting to see. So, we're going to jump on into the Citrus Bowl here. Last game of the day. We had the full, all the VODs and stuff will be available later on today as well. So, still a lot coming. But day one of our 3-day extravaganza here. I did not put the records in my title. Oops. And we've got rain in the Citrus. This helps out Georgia Tech. Oh, no. So, Georgia Tech getting some rain. That's going to help Coach Mike in his running. Except maybe it won't. Maybe it will hurt the option game. I'm not quite sure. Having second thoughts now. So, currently the Big Ten is 1-3 in bowl season. And the ACC is 4-1. So, we'll see what happens here. This is going to be a fun one. had some great Citrus Bowl matchups over the year. I believe Mike and Rick, I know Rick has been in the Citrus Bowl a couple of times at Arizona State. I'm not sure Georgia Tech has been in the Citrus Bowl before. Mike has never had. He's always been either in the playoff or a little bit further outside. So here we go. Kickoff goes to Minnesota, and the Citrus for Season 15 is underway. It's going to be a short kick, returnable here for the Gophers. They're going to get a nice return from Fisher, the top receiving target on this team. And we are off. How will Jackson Arroyo handle the heat here? The transfer from Nebraska. Man in motion, that's Dusty Dukes, the ECU transfer. And first play, he goes down. He's sacked for 6. Alex Williams, big play to start it out, the linebacker. Perfect start here for Georgia Tech. Their front 7 is really where they shine historically in these games. But like I've said all year, I've exhausted this, is that this is the weakest defense they've had probably in the last 5 years. So 2nd and 16. Arroyo dumps that off. Oh, that was it! Willie Oliver could have had a touchdown. The perfect start here for Georgia Tech's defense. They already have Arroyo in shambles. It's going to be a screen pass here to Warren. He catches it. Can he get the first, though? He extends. No, they mark him just short. So a 3 and out to start it out here for the Gophers. It looked good for a second. So here comes Georgia Tech. Nice return here. And wait, ball's on the ground, but they recover it. I think he was down, though. They are going to review this. Doesn't matter. Yeah, he is definitely down, so no issues here. They'll move it back to the original line of scrimmage. It's actually good for Georgia Tech. They reviewed this. We'll gain them a yard.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
All right. So now here comes Georgia Tech, led by Clayton Tune. He had a fantastic rookie season, or freshman year. Good year this year, but he struggles in the big game. The playoff last year against Washington didn't have the best game. And then in the ACC Championship, obviously, they didn't get it done. But he hands it off to Caleb Hardy here, the SFA fullback, with the neck roll. Tough loss for Georgia Tech early on the season. Juice Riggs, their top receiving target, but they've never been better in the triple option. As Clayton Tune keeps this one, that's going to be a first down. He gets 8 himself. So already in plus territory here in the Citrus. So we're dumping rain. Deep drop here, dumps that short. And that is Jerome Neal getting his first catch on the day. He has been a fantastic replacement for Dante Lesser, the longtime Georgia Tech running back. So 2nd and 3 now. They're already cheating up to stop the run. Quick option, short side. Caleb Hardy breaks one, and he gets maybe 1 out of that. Great job turning a big loss into a minimal gain. So 3rd and 2 here early for the Yellow Jackets. Gonna run triple option. Tune. He flips it out. That's gonna be a first down. Nice gain of 10 there from Jerome Neal as they are now threatening inside the 30. They just play that option so well. So we have all 12 in the box here, and Clayton Tune goes nowhere. So 2nd and 9 now inside the 30. Pinch in the line. Or sorry, all 11. And off to Caleb Hardy. That goes nowhere. Did I say 12? Yeah, I guess I did say 12. 3rd 9 now. 3rd long here for the Yellow Jackets. Gophers trying to hold him to a field goal. Toon's going to throw us. He slips, but he keeps his feet. Lee McDuffie, he's trying to make the play, and he stops short. Rain making a big factor here. And here comes the field goal unit. It will be about a 40-yarder. Kirko Squatch on the hold. The kick is up, and it's good! Georgia Tech takes the lead. So 3-0 here in the Citrus. Great start for Georgia Tech, but we get a nice return here for Alex McNamara. So how will Jackson Arroyo handle this second drive? Can he settle it down? Hand off here to Warren. Warren, nice run, gets about 10. They'll mark him short. 2nd and inches now here for the Gophers. 4 wide. Another handoff here to Warren. Easy 1st down. He's still pushing. Brought down by Sam White. So 1st and 10, up around the 50 already. Good start here for Arroyo. We know he can run as well. He's a very shifty quarterback. He's going to keep it here, and he pounds it up the middle for 7. It'll be very interesting to see if Jackson Arroyo can use those legs. We saw him make a couple great plays in that Michigan game. Second and 3, going to make an adjustment. Cross the 50. Keeps it. Makes a stutter, and they catch him in the backfield. Not a good play there. So 3rd and 2 here for the Gophers. Man in motion. Fakes it. Throws it to Warren, and he falls for the 1st down. Creative play there, gets him the 1st. But still a struggle. Georgia Tech's defense is locked in, it seems. Fresh set of downs. Rain is just pouring here. Man in motion to the backfield. Run that triple option. Blown up by Freddie Kazili. The SFA player blows it up. Arroyo ran right into him. 2nd and 14 now. Trips are 4 receivers to that right side, that short side. They're going to run quick option there. He flips it out to Warren. He stiffies a man and brought down by Reed Nakamoto, the freshman All-American corner, the 1-star. So 3rd and 13 now. Potentially 4-down territory as well. Over the middle. That's going to be a 1st down for Arroyo. Dusty Dukes, the ECU transfer. Dusty Dukes has that national championship. Trying to bring that experience here to Minnesota. Trying to win one last thing. One that ECU never could. We were in the Citrus one year and we lost to Tennessee. That was his freshman year, I believe. Arroyo keeps it. Stiffies a man. Gets 6. That was Duke's redshirt year. 2nd and 4 now. They are driving, threatening the red zone. Takes a handoff. Arroyo keeps it, runs over a man, and brought down by Kazili in the backfield. Or from behind. So 3rd and inches. Another 3rd down. They've been very good on this drive. Keeping these drives alive. 3rd and inches. Fakes the handoff. Arroyo dumps it late. That's not going to do anything good. It'll be 4th down now. You can't throw that late to the boundary. Is never going to work. Easy tackle there. So here comes the field goal unit now to try and tie this game up. going to be about a 39-yarder from right hash, and this one's good. So we're trading field goals back and forth here in the Citrus. 3-3 early on. We knew this is going to be a mind game. Strategic battle, coaching masterclass by both Rick and Mike. So we'll see Georgia Tech now on the return. See how Minnesota plays on defense their second drive here. If they can figure out this option game. Held them to a field goal the first drive. Clayton Toon coming out under center with the both slot backs. Oh, they almost jump. Man in motion, flips it out to Hardy. He gets only a couple. Good pursuit here so far from Minnesota. Not a lot of big plays on the boundary. 2nd and 8, though. They are loving to stack the middle of this field, though. They're going to throw this one. Dumps that, and broken tackle from McDuffie. He gets 2. It's Lee McDuffie, one of the X factors of this offense. The bigger plays. So chance for Minnesota to get off the field here. So Georgia Tech 3rd down. Floats it. That's going to be a first. No, he dropped it. Had the first down in the hands, and he couldn't reel it in. And that's the one where you really miss Juice Riggs. He would have made that catch. So 3 now here for Georgia Tech in their second drive of the day, as the first quarter comes to an end. So Jackson Arroyo back, 3rd drive. 3 and out, then they got the field goal, so both teams are about equal in what they've done so far. Dusty Dukes out there going all the way up on the cornerback. Interesting alignment here. Arroyo, he's throwing it deep. He hits him. Dusty Dukes for 23. Dukes gets off the line, finds a soft spot in the zone, and Arroyo finds him. The veteran. One of the 299 overalls in our game this year. You got Chadley Brown at Fresno State. We'll see tomorrow. So last play of the first quarter, potentially. It's going to be a Arroyo keeper, and that goes nowhere. Willie Oliver. So 1 gone here in the Citrus Bowl. We've got a defensive masterclass brewing in the rain. 3-3 between these two behemoths. See if this game starts opening up, if either of these teams starts taking a chance. 2nd and 13 here for Minnesota. Arroyo keeps this one. Oh, jukes them out of their shoes. Jukes another. Nakamoto finally brings him down, but Arroyo putting multiple guys in the spin cycle. And they're going to hurry it up here. Arroyo now is going to throw it and just throw it away right into the back of that security guard. Still can't believe that play by Arroyo. Taking multiple defenders and making them look silly. Handoff now to Calvin Warren, and that's going to be a nice gain. Gets 12. So Minnesota starting to knock on the doorstep. Couple of big plays, one to Dukes, and then one run by Arroyo. Oh, that's right, Mike. Mike made Arroyo. He committed to Nebraska, transferred to Minnesota. He yams it to the end zone, and that's Jason Fisher. He gets the toes in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's number 18 on the year for Jason Fisher. Man, what a timeline we live in, man. where Mike's facing one of his created guys in the Citrus Bowl. What a matchup. It's not even like it's Nebraska. He had to go through a transfer portal. That's crazy. So 10-3. We'll see what Georgia Tech can do. Minnesota found the big play on that drive. They had 3 plays of 18 yards or more. Hands this off to Caleb Hardy. Runs it right up the middle. Gets 10. What a find for Coach Mike. Caleb Hardy. Because Todd Wards, he was a running back who looked kind of like a power back. Had a decent size, but he just never really felt like that true fullback. Now they got Caleb Hardy, who really fits that mold well. And this one goes nowhere. Oh my, absolutely blown up by Dennis Luke. Toon never had a chance. Him and McDuffie even collided. Might have been miscommunication on the play they're running. So 3rd and 2 now. Man in motion. And, Toon, what's going on? Just immediately hit by Delvin Blizzard. Is there miscommunication going on in the huddle that we don't know about? It looks like Toon's running a completely different play than the offensive line's thinking. So that turns into another 3 and out. They got to get this sorted on the sideline. So Minnesota's going to get the ball back here, and they angle that outwards. Nice return. It's 12. So Arroyo will come back out after a touchdown drive. See if they can replicate it. 1st and 10. They're coming out in goal line. Play against some smash mouth football here. Warren goes to the outside, brought down. Sam White, the safety, coming on down, getting the TFL there. Those goal line plays are always so risky for the defense when they run them in midfield, because if you seal that edge, they're gone. 2nd and 12. Fakes it. Arroyo. Off the back foot. Hits it. One-handed snag by Jason Fisher. Oh, baby. He said, stop the slander of the Michigan game. Let me give you a tutty and a one-handed snag-a-rooney. They're going to hurry it up now. Quick option from Arroyo, and that goes nowhere. Jason Fisher, he's in the top 5 in the receiving yards this season. He's always like a depth guy behind Jude Abraham. It was Jude Abraham. And Devin Hester. He was always a depth guy. This year he's the number 1. So 2nd and 14 here. Fisher in motion. Arroyo keeps it. And he gets nothing. So 3rd and long. Tex Sargent makes his first impact of the day. The BearCave reward player. So a 3rd and 15 now here for the Gophers. Arroyo dumps that short. Can he make a play? Tony Chavez cannot. Potentially setting up a field goal here. No, they're going to go for it. So a bit too far for a field goal. Minnesota decides to go for it here. Arroyo, 4-man rush. He has time, dumps that, and it's caught. 1st down. Big play there by John Clark to hang on in traffic. Fresh set of downs for the Gophers. 1st and 10. Duke's in motion. And off to Warren goes for 2. Georgia Tech now. Not getting a ton of time possession. Falling behind. That's a recipe for disaster for the triple option teams. 2nd and 8. Handoff to Warren again. Goes to the outside. Brought down by Sargent. Third and 6 now. 2 of 5 today. Arroyo empty. As time, dumps that, and that's going to be short again. And they're going for it again, so this time they are not going for the field goal. They want to finish this job. Man in motion. Hand off to Warren, and he gets the first. Rick getting uber aggressive here against Coach Mike. He smells blood in the water, smells that 2-touchdown lead. Split backs. Hands it off to Muhammad, and Sargent brings him down. Second and 12 here. Clock continues to run. We're inside 4 minutes. Duke's in motion. They're going to hand this off to Warren again. He finds a hole and gets about 9. Sargent again on the tackle. Warren having a decent first half, averaging 4.9 a carry. So another big chance for Georgia Tech to get off the field. Got split backs. They're going to throw this to the end zone and overthrown. So Georgia Tech is finally going to get them to settle. No, they're not! Minnesota going for it the 3rd time on this drive alone. They fake the handoff. Dumps that to Dukes! And he gets the first. What a drive from Minnesota. Just bleeding the clock and just killing the vibe for Georgia Tech. First and goal. Arroyo flips it. It's a ball on the ground. They're going the other way. Georgia Tech gets the turnover they needed. Unbelievable. They go for it 3 times, get them all, and then they fumble on the goal line. So Georgia Tech takes over now. Toon dumps it short. There goes McDuffie, and he gets 16. What a change of events. This went from a for sure Minnesota 2-score lead with all the momentum. And Arroyo puts it on the turf. Warren got knocked out on that play. He will return soon, though, as Georgia Tech hurries it up. We're inside 3 minutes here, trying to tie the game. Minnesota will get the ball after halftime. It's going to be a pitch again. This time to Jerome Neal. But every time Clayton Tune snaps the ball here in the second quarter, I'm not impressed. He seems like he doesn't know what's going on. I don't know if you guys noticed that. 2nd and 6 here. Hands that to Caleb, and he battles for the first. Caleb Hardy been the best player on this offense so far. 1st and 10 here. Triple option, gives it to Hardy again. He gets 4. Too easy, apparently, yells the offense. All right, 2nd and 6 at the 45, inside 2 minutes. Duffy in motion. And once again, penetration off the edge ruins the play. Quay Camaro, the Southern Miss transfer. Maybe the gem get in the transfer portal, as he saw a triple option every day his entire career in practice down in Southern Miss. Seems like he's built for this. 3rd and 9 for Tech. Man in motion. Toon, 3-step drop. He breaks one, goes down. And here comes the punt team. So Minnesota will get the ball back with the lead, but that fumble, man, still ringing true here. Minnesota's been doing great. Touchdown saving tackle there from Jeff Fisher. So 78 seconds left in the half. You got 2 timeouts for Minnesota. See if they can get back into field goal range. Handoff, this is going to be... Is this Warren? Is he back? Yeah, he is. So he had the wind knocked out, didn't miss a play. 2nd and 8 now. They're going to rush to the lines. Empty set here. 4-man rush on Arroyo. It's going to run out! He was gearing up for a yam, and he gets sacked. So 3rd and forever here for Minnesota. They're just going to run it here with Arroyo, see if he can make some magic. He breaks one, and they keep him short. Man, every time he touches the ball, it's a scene. It's an absolute, it's must-watch television. 4th and 1 here. Georgia Tech getting the ball back. See if they can do something before halftime. Maybe get another field goal as Lee McDuffie gets a nice return. So they still have a timeout in the back pocket, 40 seconds, but Clayton Tune's going to have to play a lot better here. He's kind of looked lost in this first half. Tune takes off, gets sacked again. So they hurry back to the line now inside 30 seconds. Tune throws this one deep and out of bounds. Had his step, but just ran out of room there. 1 for 5 on 3rd down today. Lining back up in the option formation under center. You're going to throw it, though. Corner blitz. Floats it to the outside. Caught. 4th down. So they're bringing out the punt unit here. Minnesota will get one last chance. See if they can do anything with these 15 seconds. They have one timeout left. So not yam range quite yet. Needs about 20 yards to be in yam range. Arroyo, it's just going to be a run here for him. And they stuff him. So that's going to do it here from the first half. As we hit halftime in the Season 15 Citrus Bowl, Minnesota has a 10-3 lead. It feels like it should be more, though. They've left some meat on the bone. But Rick and Mike are going to be in a close one here. And a reminder, folks, we are having all of this opening round tomorrow morning. And then Monday will be the quarterfinals for the CFP. And a reminder to DM me if you want to keep your team or enter the carousel. I need those decisions by tonight. So please DM me. No off-season strategies this year to worry about. So we are just trying to get to the new game. Been a great first half, though. The rain has added an interesting dynamic here. Get to see Coach Mike break out the quarter zip. What part of no off-season strats do you not understand, Dogwater? An NIL kick is part of off-season strats. You get the joy of winning a bowl game. All right, here we go. Georgia Tech, Minnesota. The Citrus Bowl. The last one of the NCAA 14 era. Oh, poor dog. Whoa, that's... this is your first bowl win. All right. Let's see what Mike did at halftime. This is where this matchup really turns on its head. You got two great coaches. Where do these adjustments lie? Which coach got the better of the other one here? McDuffie in motion. They hand it off to Caleb, and he gets stuffed. Mitch Triplett with a TFL. Oh, you did win the... Okay, yeah, you did win that one against Hawk. I remember that one. 2nd and 10. Lee McDuffie, got to feel like you got to get him the ball in space if you can. Where I love how these triple options work is when they throw it to the running backs, when they, from that slot back position, when they like go deep on a linebacker, that's where you can really get some big plays. They're going to need something like that here. As it's 3rd and 10 here after halftime. And he's hit immediately. They call it incomplete. But worst case scenario with 3 and out. So Minnesota will get the ball again here. Broken tackle on the return. Nice return there for 9. So here comes Jackson Arroyo in company. At their own 44. They come out in goal line formation. Hand it off to Warren. Tries to get outside. Brought down by Sam White, the safety. Very good defensive battle going on here today. Minnesota's had the bigger offensive plays, though. 2nd and 10. Fisher in motion. They're going to hand it off to him. He cuts inside. A big hole for Jason Fisher. Every time this man touches the ball, it's electric. First and 10 now for Minnesota as they go into field goal range. Dusty Dukes to the slot here. Arroyo hits his running back. He floats it outside, and it's caught! Tony Chavez takes it away from the defender. These Minnesota players are making fantastic plays here. Uncoverable plays. Hits that one, quick slant, and that's a first. The Gophers are just firing on all cylinders here. Arroyo's 13 of 16 now, 148 and a tutty. As they are threatening to score again. Arroyo keeps it. He finds the lead. He gets a block. Touchdown, Minnesota. Arroyo gives him that 2-score lead. (17-3). Jackson Arroyo leading this team to victory. Up 14, plenty of time left, but Georgia Tech has to start getting this offense in motion. As they get a return here, very nice from McDuffie, gets 30. So they start this one at the 35, hoping to get Clayton Tune in gear. This has just not been the way they normally play. Gonna throw it, immediately throw it away. 5 of 9 for Clayton Tune. They're not running it well outside of Caleb Hardy. The option not working. 2nd and 10. Hands this one to Hardy. He can't break that tackle. It's going to be 3rd down. One for 7 on 3rd down today. Georgia Tech, 3rd and 4. Gonna throw it for Tune. And he hits his man. He goes down the sideline. Look at the speed. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. It's Jonathan Wolf. What a strike. That man was going a mile a minute. Stays in bounds. Exactly what they needed. And they're going for 2. The absolute aggression. Coach might get an aggressive play in the analytics here. Quick option. 2 gets it. We've got a 17-11 ball game, folks. He gets aggressive. He goes for 2. It works out. In the battle of the analytical minds, they go for two. But Jason Fisher bringing this one back. So we go from Minnesota being up 2 scores to now it feeling like Georgia Tech is just has all the momentum. This is like Mario Kart where you're in last place and you get a bullet bill and you find yourself in first place. 17-11. What a score line. If this holds, I'm sure that's scoregami. So here comes Minnesota. Jackson Arroyo fresh off a touchdown. It feels like they're losing. Handoff here to Warren. He reverses the field and he explodes. These offenses are starting to open it up now. Got some big plays from both sides happening. This is going to be a great finish to this Citrus Bowl. So 1st and 10. Minnesota. Jackson Arroyo keeps it, and he gets the first. 46 yards here on the ground for Arroyo. 4 wide. Safety coming out. That's Hugo Heacock. He comes on a blitz. Oh, and he went after the running back. Arroyo kept it. And he gets 5. Hugo Heacock could have murdered Arroyo if he went after him. The perfectly timed blitz. Now you got the split back here. Quick option here from Arroyo. He breaks one, flips it out. Oh, and what a tackle from Reed Nakamoto. Keeps him from falling forward. So now we got the 3rd down here. Third and 4 for Arroyo. Over the middle. It's intercepted! Georgia Tech's going the other way, and it's the BearCave reward player, Tex Sargent. Another big-time turnover for Coach Mike. And Georgia Tech now has all the momentum in the world. Clayton Toon keeps it, and he gets hit hard there by Quay Camaro. They can take the lead now at their own 36. Their best play was a pass, so maybe they got to go back to that. Attack this secondary. They toss this one out. That goes nowhere. Jerome Neal met at the line. When these defenses are locked in on your option, man, it's very hard to succeed. 3rd and 7. Toon, plenty of time over the middle. Oh, that's almost picked. So Georgia Tech cannot capitalize on the turnover. And they've got to kick this away. So we got about 13 minutes left here in the Citrus Bowl. Minnesota now going to return this. Broken tackle. Coach Rick looking for it. He's up 17-11. Split backs. Arroyo. And he's sacked! Georgia Tech's defense is coming up clutch here today. They had the clutch goal line stand, the turnover last drive, and a few great sacks. Don't know how Arroyo hung on to that thing. 2nd and 18. Playing way behind the sticks. Fisher, bottom of your screen on Nakamoto. Delayed give to Warren, and he goes nowhere. 3rd and 17 now. So 3rd and long for the Golden Gophers. They fake it. Arroyo throws that to no man's land. Couldn't get any mustard on that ball. Georgia Tech gets their stop. So it seemed like we were going to have a couple big... We did have a couple of massive big plays, but thought that was going to open up these defenses. Not really. Going to get a nice return here for Georgia Tech. Lee McDuffie makes a move. He gets to the 45. Got the best grippers in all the land. Grippers is definitely a word you could use. 1st and 10 here for Clayton Tune. Quick option. He keeps it. Can he get to the edge? No. It brought down. 9 rushes for 1 yard today for Tune. 2nd and 9. Traditional goal line I formation. Fakes it. Gonna throw it here. Tune takes off. And he gets hit hard, but it's gonna be a 3rd and short. Nice play there from Tune. 3rd and 2 now. Crown the line. There's 10 in the box. There's 10 in the box. Toss out to McDuffie, and he can't get the first. Fourth down, they're not going for it. Oh, I thought this would be a play they would do it. Georgia Tech playing it safe now. They angle this to the sideline, and they can't get him out. It's going to come out to the 25. 17-11. Minnesota's D keeps hanging on to the lead. Man in motion. It's a give to the wide receiver. And a big hit. Ball's on the ground. Oh, and Minnesota recovers. I thought that was a real fumble there. I'm pretty sure that ball is out, but it doesn't matter. I felt like that ball was out. I thought that was clean. Yeah, they didn't even review it. It was a clean fumble. So Georgia Tech missed opportunity there. Fakes the handoff. Arroyo playing time. Dumps it off to Warren. He gets most of it back. Give me a 3rd and short. It's Minnesota in the goal line. 3rd and short. They're going to throw it. Arroyo throws it late to the boundary, and that's way over their head. He had no follow through there. The line was being pushed into him, so Georgia Tech gets another stop. These defenses both gave up like one big play, and now they're like locked in again. Lee McDuffie tries to make the move. Gets to the 35. So a little over 9 minutes left here in the Season 15 Citrus Bowl, the last Citrus Bowl of the NCAA 14 era. 1st and 10. Clayton Tune making an adjustment, bringing them in tight. Freddie Funyun's isolated top of the screen at cornerback. McDuffie in motion. They give it to Neal, and that goes nowhere. Loses some yardage there. A.J. Washington on the tackle. 2nd and long now, playing behind the sticks. Georgia Tech has been pretty much all day long. Might be the final play of the quarter. Flips it out to Neal. He can't get past, and he gets 2. And we got an injury. Clayton Tune is injured. That means Kirk O'Squatch checks into the game. Folks, Clayton Tune has gone down, and Kirk O'Squatch, the BearCave reward or whatever, here he comes. His first live experience. He's racing to the line. Kirko Squatch begging for the opportunity. Here it is, big fella. Kirko. Cross body, it's caught! The first down for Kirko. Oh, baby. Kirko Squatch feeling himself. 17-11. Kirko back in under center. He fakes it. He's going to throw this short. That's Caleb Hardy. He finds some room. And that's going to be a first down. Two for two since coming in is Kirko. Under center yet again. We're awaiting the injury report, but Kirko's going to keep it. He fakes it, and he gets himself 6. He's not as mobile as Clayton Tune, but he does still have that mobility. He's definitely more of like a Cam Newton build than a scrambler build. 2nd and 4 now. They hand this off to Lee McDuffie. Oh, baby! You can feel the offense rallying around Kirko after that 3rd down play. Under center inside the red zone. Try and take their first lead since they made the first field goal. Flips this to Hardy. Gets 2. Injury update. Out for the game! It will be Kirko Squatch's game to lose. Kirko takes off, and he's sacked! Sacked for 1 yard. Sacked for a first down. Sacked for 1 yard this time. I mean, a field goal, I guess, helps you a little bit, because you can still get this back with 2 field goals, but you really want this touchdown. Kirko over the middle, open man! Lee McDuffie, it's a touchdown for Georgia Tech! Kirko Squatch leads them to victory! Well, leads them to the lead, not victory. Not yet. Georgia Tech touchdown, though. Oh my God, what a storyline. For those of you guys who do not know, Clayton Tune was recruited as a 4-star, but then Mike won BearCave and got the best player, like an 87 or whatever, quarterback, Kirko Squatch. So Clayton Tune was slated to be a backup forever. So what Mike did was he redshirted Kirko, and then Marcus Schroeder, his other quarterback, was going to be the starter last season. After a bad start to the year, Marcus Schroeder went down with injury. Clayton Tune came back in, won the starting role after like 3 amazing games, and then he led him to a surprise playoff berth. Didn't play too well in the playoffs, so it was going to be planned for Kirko to take over, but insane progression for Tune and regression for Squatch allowed Tune to still be the starter. So like Tune just never let anybody else start since he took over. And now he's injured, and now Kirko finally gets his chance after being redshirted as a BearCave reward player in the Citrus Bowl of all places. So here it goes. 6.5 minutes left, 1-point game. Jackson Arroyo dumps this to Warren, and they give him the first. What a run from Warren. Breaks the tackle, falls forward. Keeps the drive going. Jackson Arroyo having a great game himself. First and 10, handoff to Warren. He gets a hole. That's a big run. Just a few minutes ago, Minnesota was up 17-3. 15 unanswered here for the Yellow Jackets in the 3rd and 4th quarter. Dumps that short. Josh Castillo, his first catch of the ball game. So we're inside 6 minutes now. Minnesota across the 50. They are threatening. What a finish here we're going to have for the Citrus. Quick option. Arroyo doesn't pitch it out. Sargent got to him. It'll be 3rd down for the Gophers. Split backs here for Minnesota. Safety blitz. He's hit as he throws. 4th down. So they're going to have to punt it. No, they're going for it. They're already 3 of 3 on the day. Can they go 4 for 4? Arroyo dumps it short. He's open. That's going to be a 1st down. 4 for 4 on the day on 4th down. The drive continues as we approach the 5-minute mark. Jackson Arroyo, Coach Rick. Arroyo steps up. He yams it deep. He's open. Touchdown, Jason Fisher! On the dome of the freshman All-American Reed Nakamoto. Minnesota retakes the lead. They pick on the freshman. Never a chance. The extra point puts them back up 6. They decide not to go for 2 there. So 5 minutes left. Jason Fisher, he had no catches in the Michigan game. He's been a massive part of their game today. 2 touchdowns. He had a one-handed snag and a big-time run. So inside 5 minutes now, Minnesota's dominated time position. They dominate everything. But Georgia Tech has unleashed their secret weapon, Kirko Squatch. The aura is dripping. So Kirko takes the handoff. He pushes forward, and he doesn't get much. 5 minutes left. He's going to have to do it again. 2nd and 10 now for Kirko. They're going to audible here. McDuffie at slot back. It's going to be a throw. He floats it. It's deep. It's a 50-50, and Freddie Funyon says no. Third and 10 here for Georgia Tech. Kirko on the run, dumps it short. It's caught, but it's going to be 4th down. They're going to have to bring out the punt team and hope on the defense. Up 6. Minnesota could end it here. Couple of 1st downs could win this game. And send Minnesota to CFB 25 as Citrus Bowl champions. Jackson Arroyo. Dusty Dukes in motion. Give me a handoff to Warren. He gets a hole, a big hole, and that's going to be a 1st down. They still got a couple of chances here to get a stop. They still have all 3 timeouts, but a field goal very well could end this game. They'd send it to 2 scores. Arroyo, they are going to start running the clock here, so it's do or die for Georgia Tech. Who is going to step up? First down for Arroyo. What's the call from Coach Rick? They're going to throw it. Arroyo over the middle. He hits Fisher. He gets 13. So Georgia Tech's going to have to start using those timeouts. The handoff to Warren. He gets a hole. They've got to force a fumble or something. Sam White keeps it. Not looking good. Defense not showing up here. Can feel it slipping away from the Yellow Jackets. 2nd and 2. Arroyo, he keeps it. Arroyo cuts inside, and they keep him out. They try to rip it out. Mike's coaching him on the sideline. Here it is, 3rd down. The handoff to Warren, and he stumbles, but he gets the 1st. Last chance for Georgia Tech. One more first down will likely end this game. Arroyo keeps it. He's hit hard. Arroyo smacks him down. 2nd and 11. Arroyo, he hands it off to Warren, who breaks a tackle, falls forward for 5. Be 3rd down. Last hope for Georgia Tech. Third and 5 for Arroyo. He hands it off to Warren, and he doesn't get it! The field goal, though, to push it to 2 scores. To give them a 2-score lead here in the Citrus. They're going to wait and let the clock run. Georgia Tech desperate for a miss. This will be 32 yards. The 32-yarder to push it to 2 scores. Minnesota, Coach Rick, the kick. It's good! "30 seconds left in a dream for Georgia Tech. Down 9. They're going to need a one-play response, an onside kick, and a touchdown. It's looking grim here for Kirko. He does yam it deep. He does catch it. No, it's trapped. Put it right in the right spot. "22 seconds left. Kirko, he floats this one in. This one's caught. "18 seconds left. Down 9. And that's hit right as he throws. Minnesota can feel it. Split backs. Kirko gets sacked, and that very well could do it. Last play here. And it's incomplete as we hit triple zeros. Minnesota wins the Citrus Bowl. Coach Rick gets it done here in season 15 as they beat the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets 27-18 in a rainy day here in Orlando. The offense was on fire today for Minnesota, and they just had more big plays than Georgia Tech despite some turnovers. Coach Mike loses this game. What a game, what a day here in Bulls season, and we'll be back tomorrow for the CFP. I really thought Kirko Squatch was going to be the game changer. It was a great game. Him getting injured right there at the end of the third, going to the fourth of Kiko, but. So, Mike, DM me. Let me know if you want to, if you're okay with me putting Kirko in the transfer portal. Technically makes sense, but ultimately up to you. It's kind of like a Joe Webb situation. So, 27-18. Yeah, he's going. Okay. And for those of you at home, for BearCave, this was a 4-point spread for Georgia Tech, so this is a Minnesota outright victory. And so that will give the ACC their second loss and the Big Ten their second win. So the ACC's 4-2 now, and the Big Ten is 2-3. Tied with the Pac-12 now. So let's take a look at this game, how it ended. Fisher had that big toe tap. Nice run from Arroyo. That yam from Toon. Squatch got himself one. Some banger plays from this game, man. Squatch went 5 of 9, 70 for a touchdown. Very similar stat lines if you think about it, though. Yeah, their QBRs are within 2 of each other, so it really didn't matter who you started. Clayton Toon, though, didn't get too much run. The running game just wasn't there today, unfortunately. On defense, Sam White was great. Jasper Brown was really good as well. A lot of TFLs here. Sacks. But the defense only generating the 1 interception. Well, and there's a fumble they could have gotten that they didn't get. The other fumble that on that goal line was great, though. So Arroyo wins himself a Citrus Bowl his first year as a starter. He came back and played. Remember, he had an injury in week 14, but he enough time passed where he could heal. He played well. He also ran it a bunch. Warren played well. You need your Bobanash. You need to make a purchase. So Minnesota wins. Triplet here, 4 TFLs on the day. He gets 3. Quay Camaro didn't do too much today. Washington Blizzard, triplet. No interceptions. Couple deflections, though. No fumbles. And that'll do it. So let's check out the stats here. God, dude, Kirko Squatch to Nebraska would be disgusting. Kirko and Bronco. All right, players of the game here. What a day from Jason Fisher. I'm glad that he actually showed up today. Played very, very well. So that's a Minnesota outright victory, and that will do it for the bowl season here in season 15. I'm gonna post all the bowl results here. A lot more coming. We have playoff games tomorrow, fools. So get hyped, get ready. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, whether it's just following, watching, subbing, or anything and everything in between. Really enjoy doing this. Really enjoy doing the grind, getting to the new game. Cannot wait to see what happens next. So, but we got 11 games left here in season 15, boys. Let's make the most of it. So congratulations, Rick, and we will see you tomorrow.